site, but in the interest of time, we just reassembled these cores with the same variety.
Fabulous. I hope you're still listening, Kyla.
And I know I'm not a ROV pilot, but I know from watching that it depends on what claw or manipulator they have on as well. So like, I don't know if the ROV, the exact names of it, but there's some manipulators that will work better with the T-handles, and then others will work better with the ball.
Bridge nav.
I think we're going to have a lot more.
Could you please step 30 meters at 227?
Our coring here should be a little easier.
Correct. Thank you.
What is the perfect sediment to core in? If you had to describe your perfect day, if you had to describe your perfect sediment, how would you describe it?
You don't want your clay content to be too high because it'll smear.
I just called in that step for...
Okay.
You don't want your water content to be too high because it just falls out as soon as you lift the core out. So I don't know, we might be at the Goldilocks type sediments here. You'll see that they come up quite nicely and they stay in the core barrel generally.
A good mix of sand and silt. Yeah.
Do we know the names of some of these fish?
I think some of them we've been seeing some grenadier, possibly some rat tails.
Okay. How about that little one that looks like a tiny shark?
I think that is. I have to.
It's a shark.
Guide.
Okay, science. We are just about at 460 meters. We just flashed 459.
All right. Why don't we park here and
bridge nav.
We will stop temporarily here, and we'll collect.
Can you please hold position?
3 cores from the front deck. And DJ, how many do you want at this site?
We will do all 5.
All 5 at this site. So you're going to do all 5 starboard push cores here and 3 more of ours up front. And then we will continue to 470 meters depth and collect the last on the front deck and head home.
When do we get the Niskins?
Anytime now would be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
What depth are you continuing to?
470. Or 465, somewhere between 465 and 470, depending on how the oxygen behaves.
Just an update on time. So we're trying to be on deck by 8 p.m.
Okay.
It took us about...
What time is it right now?
It is 6:47. It took us about half an hour to 40 minutes to do that transit over 10 for a 10-meter depth increase, approximately.
Okay. All right. So let's see how the coring goes, and we'll make a call.
Okay.
Okay. If we can only go a little ways, we can only go a little ways.
Sounds good.
Ooh, Niskin time.
All right, if you're watching at home, that was a good time to open another tab, check out channel 3. What you're going to see if you're watching on channel 1 is the manipulator reach over, pull those little wire loops. That's going to trigger the top and bottom of a Niskin bottle to snap closed, capturing the water inside. And you can see that on channel 3.
Yep. Good.
And if you're watching in channel 3, it's going to be the Niskin bottles furthest away from the camera. So one just snapped up.
Yeah, we're doing all of the Niskin bottles. Yep.
Taylor Ann, can you just list off the sample numbers for me, please?
Sure. Yeah, that was sample number Niskin number 1, and that was sample number
Do you want to rack in
054.
with the
Okay.
camera?
We're doing 4 of them.
Oh, a twofer.
I believe so.
Okay, yep, watching. Good,
Wow.
both of them went.
Boom.
Kylie, could you reach Bob's intercom too? Get him on SPL or off mute, whichever one.
He is, okay, he's on SPL now.
Thanks.
Watch it.
Yep, watching. Good.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice
And
job. Nice grab.
Keep going.
Greeny, right?
Yeah, green.
Come here.
You looking for the green one?
Yes.
Yeah.
What number is the green?
What number is green?
Yeah.
5.
Hopefully I don't overextend this other one.
If it's too much hassle, Bob, you can leave green alone. We'll be going back down hunting for clams so we can collect some more water.
Okay, so you want
All
to...
right?
Okay.
So, yep. So 3 cores from the front deck and all of your starboard cores in whatever order you want.
Okay. I got to land.
You've done those on the right side. I believe you have your 2 front ones and then the inside of the basket.
And I just want to double check how many Niskins we pulled, since that was really fast.
Say that again?
I just want to double check on how many Niskins we pulled, because that happened really
5 of 6 of them were pulled. The only one that's not is number 5.
Okay. So all of them except for 5?
Exactly, yep. So you have
All right.
5 Niskin samples.
Great,
They're just
thank
in
you.
not a sequential bottle order.
And Taylor, and that takes us to sample number 058, so the next sample is 059, correct?
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, we're doing the whole
3 on the
enchilada
porch.
here, right?
3 on the porch.
3
And
on
then
the
all
porch
5
and
on the
all
starboard
5
dry
on the
box.
starboard.
So someone writing
Yeah,
in,
good.
appreciate your comments and your questions. Keep sending them. Writing, being surprised that it's this sparse. If you dove with us the last couple of days, you might be surprised that life is this abundant. It's kind of a mix. So I am hesitant to ever make the generalization of the whole seafloor, but here in Santa Barbara Basin, we're diving in a basin that is unique for the fact that it has extremely low oxygen conditions in the center, and we've been diving there, seeing large bacterial mats.
Can you zoom in a little bit?
And now we're up on what you can think about like the bathtub edge, the ring around, and we're starting to see those.
Okay.
Those are sea pens. So those red stalks have an animal burrowing, or the piece of the foot burrowing.
Go down to the silver tape.
Okay.
Keep going. And stop.
See sea stars and fish of different types.
Okay, zoom out.
Lots of life here. So certainly this is not like coral reef density in large visible species, but there is a lot of life here, and compared to the last couple dives, really a lot.
Here off the coast of California, we're actually in what's called an upwelling zone. And so the water has a ton of nutrients in it. And, you know, it can be frustrating if you live on the West Coast, you want to see those pretty coral reefs, but all of those nutrients create things like kelp forests for us. So we are happy with the fact that we have very productive waters.
And all of this little stuff you see flying around, we call marine snow.
Stay in.
Keep going. Stop.
Marine snow is generated from that productivity, from phytoplankton and all kinds of tiny little organisms when they create fecal pellets, when they poop, or when they are shedding scales, or when the small cellular, multicellular little creatures die. They're sticky. They kind of flock together and bundle together, and that's where you can see bigger and bigger, I guess the analogy is snowflakes, if this is marine snow, sticking together and raining down to the seafloor. It's the largest carbon sink on the planet, sinking atmospheric generated carbon down into the seabed, where it lays down in sediment, like the sediment we're seeing here, and fuels other ecosystems, like the growth of foraminifera and bacterial mats as it's digested here.
Okay, can we zoom in? Down.
That's good.
Oh, sorry. My gosh. That's all you're getting.
Yep, that's all I'm getting.
Yep.
Okay, right there you go.
Be stingy.
Oh, that's cool. You can see, as you started pushing that, you could see little sediment popping up from some of the little burrows around.
Saying, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, you're remodeling our neighborhood.
Extreme
Okay,
makeover.
zoom in.
All right,
Edition.
yep, so go ahead and grab these 3 out.
Got some marine snow fans. Yeah, marine snow is made largely of fecal pellets. Lots of poop and lots of phytoplankton, or larger plankton, squished together.
What is? Oh, okay, it's on the outside.
In the front door.
Yep.
Into your little house. Beautiful. Nice job.
Yes, this looks very much like the sediment that we collected from this site, or near this site, about 2 years ago. Continuous brownish sediment.
So if you're with us on the other dives, really a different look from that white
from the other
filamentous,
site, yeah.
and then a dark black.
Yeah.
And that was sample number 059.
Inquiring viewers want to know, science team, have you found any foraminifera in the samples over the past few days?
Yes, yes. There's lots of forams, and the ones that we're looking for were at the other site, and the one that we're looking for from this site is Bullovina argentea.
Right.
And we've found it here before, but conditions are never exactly the same. And that's why we're trying 3 different depths here, if we can, because they're kind of picky about their oxygen, and we're not exactly sure what the concentration is here.
Yeah, so this is what I'm thinking. If we go 0.5 knots to the next deepest site after we get these cores, we can probably get there in about 20 minutes. And then that'll put us at 470 depth, which would take us about 30 minutes to get to the surface at 15 meters per minute. So I think we'll head there next and try to get as much
We have
sampling done as we can.
we have
Okay.
5 samples on the starboard bio box to do here, I think.
Yeah,
right?
this is after that.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
we'll think about timing, but Rennie, how
Gotcha.
does that sound? Okay. Yeah. No, I think we're
We'll
good.
do what we can do, you know. It's kind of hard
Thank
to
you.
count chickens before they hatch here.
Lounge. What button are you on the SPL? Like. Oh,
I'll say lounge.
okay, thanks.
Great. Nice job, Bob.
That's a better basket config.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's,
Bob,
Yeah.
I have a message for you from Dave Valentine. He says, I think Bob is voting on his least favorite core handle.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor, and those were samples 059, 060, and 061.
Okay, so
Oh,
starboard
so
side.
starboard side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
starboard side.
And I think,
Okay,
you
we
know,
want to go to switch over to sample mode.
Yeah. Sample. Okay.
Some cameras switching there.
What?
I don't want to look at Niskin bottle.
Okay, give me a second. There you go.
And the
Sample
other
tray
view.
out.
We're gonna need the other view too. Yeah.
What other thing?
What is that? Is that a jelly?
Starboard rail cam.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
look at it, just
I
tooling
swear I
by.
changed them
Yeah.
before.
There we go.
Places to
Okay.
be Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Important jellyfish stuff to do.
Yes, heard there was some goings on.
There's like some, you know, children's book in there somewhere. Where's the jellyfish need to be on a Wednesday
Yes.
afternoon? Yeah.
Hey, have you guys ever read the children's book, The Pout Pout Fish?
Yes.
It's one of my favorite. I was thinking that those,
So for the starboard
fish
cores,
that
we
we
just
were
want to
looking at
avoid
look like
the
the pout
seat
pout fish.
pens, I would say, and any obvious detritus on the seafloor.
Are we doing them on the starboard side here?
Yeah, if that's easiest for you, that's easy.
I don't know
That
if
works
it's
for
the
me.
easiest.
Yep.
You can't see as good.
Well, whatever
well, he's
is easiest for you,
yeah,
honestly.
just avoiding those pens.
Yeah.
Dealer's choice.
I see it.
It's a good
Thank you very
spot.
much.
Yeah, that
That's a good
works.
spot.
Yep.
You
Yep.
Okay.
So these push cores are hollow. There's
Right
nothing.
when-
Yep. A little deeper. A little deeper. That's good.
There is, I was going to say there's nothing inside them, but I guess there's just flowing seawater flowing by, drifting by inside them. And then as they're shoved down, little release valve on the top.
Go a little
Lets
deeper
that
on
water
the
Can
next
you
out.
go
one.
out on
That's-
the
Yeah,
drawers?
bumping it
Okay.
out.
Yep, in the quiver.
What was the analogy we were using the other night? The lady's going back to her hotel room?
Yes.
Are you a little sleepy, envisioning
Yeah.
bed? Climb
Yeah,
in your
just
sleeping
let
bag.
it fall. Yeah,
We must have been, yeah.
there's some, yeah, very nice. One
And
down.
that's in the farthest back core, right? The aft.
That's the
Forward.
most forward.
That's the most forward, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Is it possible to switch this view to
What
one of
he's looking
to
at?
the starboard? Yeah.
Which,
The telestrator.
you got it? The middle view, they're asking for maybe one of the starboard bio box views, if it's possible.
Taylor, and that was sample 062.
Yeah. Put it
Sorry,
on a
I was
bigger
talking
screen,
on the
it'd
wrong
be
headset, apparently.
easier
Yes,
for me, too.
Can we
Okay.
switch to the telestrator view?
Yeah.
Sure.
You can do it right there. I'll come over and show you quick.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
As long as A little, okay, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good length.
This one.
This one is better. Yeah, thank you. Looks like chocolate ice cream. Right?
It's not even Sunday. We're talking ice cream.
We do have peanut butter cake down there, so.
Is that what that was?
It's spice cake, I think. It's so good. We're spoiled. 2 birthdays in a row. Double birthday cake.
Yeah. I am personally of the opinion that there's no better combination than peanut butter and chocolate. All right. Ooh.
Go ahead, Data Lab.
Tap it in.
Okay, thank you.
And that was sample number 063.
Thank you.
Right about there would be good, as long as we avoid the C-pen.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, great. A little bit more. And that's good.
See a dang thing.
Try it in the starboard rail cam.
Go in?
Yeah,
It did.
I think so. Look at that, you did it without seeing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Coring by Braille.
That is sample number 064. Thank you.
If the manipulator had like haptic response, you'd be able to...
Oh, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, this has force feedback, but none of us old parts use that. It really messes you up sometimes. It seems like a great thing, but not.
Kylie, folks want to know what Argus is doing right now.
Argus is looking at Hercules from above. I'm maintaining its heading the same as the direction we were moving the ship in before. And my lights are kind of off right now because it was so
somewhere
cloudy.
around right there would be great.
But I can show you what it looks like with the lights on. It's really hard to see Argus with this view because there's so much stuff in the water. So if I take off my 3 bigger lights and I work with only 2 darker lights, I can see the lights from Herc and get an idea that he is just out in front of me the way we like.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks, Kylie. For everybody who tuned in online, we'd love to answer your question.
A little deeper. And that's good. Thank you.
So send them in, and we'll get them in the conversation as we're available to you.
So I'm particularly interested, for those who may have seen yesterday's coring, I'm particularly interested in the differences between the sediment, which you can see with your eyes, that more orangey stuff we have now versus the black sediment we had yesterday.
What could be causing some of those differences?
It's different microbial communities, but ultimately it's because of the anoxic water above. It has a big impact on the sediments below.
Is it likely that you have
Try that view. You've almost got it. There you go. The bottom seems like it's lined up, but it's tilted in your hand.
Right in there somewhere. Where is it? Come on.
It's like trying to find a plug in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like trying to plug in a USB cable. Dark.
Yeah, I think you got it right there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you just got it.
I think it's hung up.
You want the drawer in more, out more? What will help?
Try in more.
In more, sure. Sample tray in.
Look at that.
What are you looking at?
Oh, okay. So you're tilted. Okay.
Oh, this is annoying.
Can you shoulder like out more? There you go.
Oh, man, that was a hard one.
Yeah.
Whew.
Fought for that one.
I'm
that was a
made for this stress.
Maybe we should add another small camera to the other side of the bio box.
Definitely.
And that was sample number 065.
See, you
Sorry.
put a camera looking in the
065?
opposite direction,
Yes.
it messes
Thank
you up.
Only for you.
It's like a mirror, you know?
Well,
Reminds me of some sort of a game that my parents gave me when I was a kid that had a mirror and you had to manipulate these balls and weird things like in a mirror image without looking at
my
it.
My brain doesn't work that way.
what if the camera in this bottom right view was on the opposite side of the thruster? So you just cheated yourself aft more?
Maybe. Of course, this is the hardest one.
we believe in you.
Okay.
You got it, Obi-Wan. Those are slippery suckers.
Yeah, and it comes in at a bad angle.
And then we have these like industrial strength rubber bands.
Yeah, so somewhere around here maybe?
I'm holding on. I'll never let go.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, a little further if you can
It's
reach.
going to go
there.
crooked, though.
oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
then you can do right here next to the C pen. So maybe more like right there, if that's easier.
Yeah, the C pen is saying, whoa, get
Like-
out of here.
Excuse me.
Right there.
A little to your right and a little further back. Right there's good.
Picky, aren't you?
I just wanted to avoid the earlier hole.
Like, geez.
Right, a scotch deeper.
One scotch.
That's good.
Oh, he's got the terms.
Great.
Maybe great.
Maybe great.
So far.
We can get it in its house.
Hi to our viewers at main. Hey to everybody tuned in.
Do you want the starboard port light off? Maybe it's a little blown out.
Oh, then it's going to be in the dark.
Well, you got all your other lights.
There.
Science, while he's putting this core back, what is your
Good.
objective? Are you
got it.
looking for places that have a specific oxygen content, or are we trying to head to 470 meters and it's more of a hard depth?
Oh.
You did. You did.
We're looking
All
for
right.
an
Boy.
oxygen content.
Okay, so you want to step
470.
slowly?
Yeah, yeah. I think, you know, it can
Man.
probably be somewhere between here and 470.
Okay.
Okay.
So the ship, we can move it
And we
ahead
can't see
quickly,
it.
so we'll get to
Uh-huh.
places faster, but it'll be harder to stop immediately.
Uh-huh.
We're thinking about time. It's going to take us probably about 30 minutes to get to the surface.
Why don't you say 465? Head for that.
Okay.
Okay. Does that help?
We'll see.
Okay.
Are we able to recover that core?
Yeah, it's just, I need to try and move.
Nope, there she is.
I see it.
Yeah, lots of questions coming in. There are some photos and videos of the changes made to Nautilus. So over the off season on social media, we are planning to do a more extensive update about the work that was done in the yard. Observant viewers may notice a few things, including an aft deck extension, a new crane, new
Sample tray out.
cabins on the bow, and
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
unlikely I can get it this way.
I don't think we can use that.
So you want to shake it out?
Yeah, let's shake it out.
Do you want to...
I got to take it out front.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's
Sure.
shake it out. And DJ, is it okay to just take it with us?
Yeah, sure.
On the next,
Sure.
and then collect it at the next spot.
Sure, yeah,
Because
yep.
this spot here will probably get some
Okay.
Sure. Yeah,
sediment.
Switch back to...
we have 4 good cores.
Right
I'm happy
moment.
with that.
okay, I'm gonna send in a move to the bridge. When you're, tell me it's okay, ROV.
What are we doing?
When you are set to move, I'll send in a move to the bridge.
Oh.
To move at.
We're shaking this out, though.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh,
Shake it off. Shake it off. Am I allowed? That's maybe licensed music. I shouldn't be singing it.
Whoa.
you can have a few
See it?
bars.
Good thing we're not working here
I turned
anymore,
off your
DJ.
starboard port.
Yeah, don't quit your day. Don't quit your day job, right?
What's happening?
I turned off your starboard light, so it takes kind of off that glare, but you can still see.
Oh,
Just,
maybe.
you see?
Hercules does not have a microphone on it, a
Something to
hydrophone,
think about.
because there's a large hydraulic pump on it, so it sounds like a loud pump. Yeah. We have placed hydrophones underwater, which are microphones designed to pick up frequencies underwater.
Would it help you to set that core on the front porch so that you can grab its handle?
Yeah. That's why I moved it out front, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get it out of here.
If you'll follow along with us during the Ocean Networks Canada expeditions, we've set up several wired hydrophones under at that point, but effectively at that point you set up the microphone, and then after the vehicle flies away is when you can start collecting that quality acoustic data.
All right, you know, if we can't unplug that one, we can't unplug it.
Yeah.
I think it's more important to
Moving on?
Yeah,
move on.
It's more important to move on, yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to put this away like in the
You want to put it?
Yeah, set it in the
yeah.
center for now, I guess.
center?
Yeah, because you don't have any more cores to put in the
I was just going to...
center,
yeah,
and then you can retrieve it and put it somewhere in its spot when you're ready to leave for the surface.
Okay. Carrying on?
Yep.
Carrying on. I'm going to move the ship ahead at 0.5 knots.
Okay.
And a bearing of 227.
227.
227.
Bridge nav. Can you please take a step of 9.4 meters at 227 and a speed of 0.5 knots?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, please.
All right, as we get up and get moving, viewers want to know how each of us got interested in our fields of study. This is going to be our introduction question. Starting with Annie.
Well, the Titanic, I mean, to be totally honest, when I was 7, the first like 4 minutes of the Titanic I could watch again and again and again and again. I never get sick of. But really, when the deep sea ecology, I took a dive in Alvin. Actually, Robert Waters was the expedition leader on that in 2014.
He's famous.
He is famous.
You know Robert Waters?
It's crazy.
I'm going to get his autograph. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your story.
And it was just like, my master's advisors told me not to go back to school until I knew what I wanted to really study, and seeing the deep sea and all the life in it really just totally blew my mind and pretty much set that course.
That's incredible. Robert Waters, how did you get interested in your field?
I saw an ad in a trade magazine for Alvin pilot.
And what had you been doing before that?
I was working as a electronics engineer at a defense contractor in San Diego, doing like laser tag for the Army. And yeah, on my lunch I was reading a magazine that had jobs in the back, and I saw that and put in for it, and then didn't hear a thing. I forgot all about it, and a year later they called me up out of the blue and said, "Can you come down this afternoon and interview?"
Wow.
And then they said, "Can you start Monday?" And I moved onto the ship and started 8 months a year at sea.
Fast transition.
Yeah. Wow.
What's our plan once we get to this site science?
When we get to the next stop here,
Yeah.
we're going to collect those 2 cores in the front, you see. The front left, middle, and we'll try to collect DJ's core, although that thing, it looks fairly well preserved. We might just pick it up and try to put it in the quiver, you know, and then we're heading to the surface.
Okay. And ROV, were we ascending slowly? Still yesterday we were at like 5 meters a minute.
Well, I took a bunch of weights off, but I think that we picked up a lot of mud, so
To be determined.
yeah, it's hard to say.
Would an estimate be better at like 15 meters or like?
Yeah,
Okay.
15 is more the number.
Kylie, how did you get interested in your field?
I was in community college for general engineering, and I was taking like different electives to kind of figure
Go
out
ahead, Data Lab.
what discipline I
We are not
might
on
want
the
to
way up.
pursue. And I took a class called Ocean Technology, and I got a chance to get an idea
yeah,
of
that
like
would
the
be great. Thanks.
history of oceanographic tools and methods and technology over time, and was really interested in the application of engineering for oceanographic purposes and helping scientists get their samples and figuring out what other kinds of ways we might be able to evolve our methodology for getting stuff for science. And then I looked for at-sea experiences, and I was a Nautilus intern 4 years ago.
So I have another interesting thing.
Yeah.
I trained Joan's husband, Phil, to be an Alvin pilot.
And I'll tie this in. Phil was the Alvin pilot on my Alvin dive.
And when I was an Alvin intern, I sailed with Phil.
What's that? Oh, okay.
I see how Megan did that. Oh, she probably has an interaction, but I was thinking she snuck out.
ROX-YN?
Yeah, 1 second. Is this delta okay for moving the way that we are? Or should I, because you're right under me, so it's fine. But I can come down a meter. I'll come down a meter. I'm gonna come down a meter.
You can come down a couple meters.
I'm gonna go down a
As
meter.
long as you can see good, then that's what's important.
Well, when you're right under me, I don't want too much. I don't want you to be close to me. But if I'm doing this myself, okay, Alex, why? So do I just click it on? It is on.
It is on. You just need some moves.
Make the, oh, okay.
Some moves.
You like this velocity? Yeah, I need to move. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, science, how's your oxygen look for you guys? Do you want to keep moving?
It's dropping, so that's a good sign.
2.3, 2.2,
Trying to
2.3.
find a pen so I can write down.
There's some next to data up on the wall there.
Just are you noting which cores are from which site? Okay, thanks.
I guess I could work on shaking that mess out.
I could work on it.
You know, the crazy thing is that top may be
okay.
Well, it may be.
No,
I think it's probably jumbled.
We were blowing it out the top.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. Yes, you were.
Okay, we're at a depth of just approximately 462.
Okay,
and
so
we could take another step or we could stop. Depending on time, we're really cutting it close.
Okay,
we have to start ascending soon.
Okay, all right.
So what
well, as close to 465 as we can get, then park and we'll finish up.
Why don't you auto XY and I'll shake out the tube? I won't hit the ground. I'll do it way out, away from everything important. Shoulder out, and then I'll just turn the wrist. It's just that button. I'll lock everything else, and I'll just spin.
Okay, I think I'm going to have the ship hold the position so we can do these courses.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm coming down on my delta. I got spun.
Bridge nav. You can hold the position once we get to this DP.
Whoa, what's this?
Thank you.
I came to a screeching halt and the mud was following us.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, we don't want to sample
Yeah,
in this mud storm.
I think we need to get off of our beaten path here. Up current. Which way was the wind blowing?
The wind is coming from our north.
No, not that wind. This wind.
I was gonna, well, you asked. I was like, he wants to know the wind. The wind.
Looks like we're in a Sahara Desert sandstorm here.
Yeah, like Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're zipping along like that, you're making a wake behind you and you're just dragging all that stuff right along with you, which is a really big deal with Alvin because it moves so much water, you know. It's got a huge cloud behind it.
Let's try to remember that when this goes down at midnight to do a par.
Like
because we're not doing,
calibration, like turn off
we're
all
not-
the lights.
yeah,
Gotcha.
because we're not doing it on this dive because we're out of time. And that'll be a better nighttime one anyway.
I wonder if on the ascent we could do no lights for you in that.
No,
No.
because the scientific question is how much light is at the seafloor.
Right.
So doing it on the ascent wouldn't help us.
Roger.
This look okay?
Yep, looks great. Let's grab our takeout and run. So let's do the two front cores before we start shaking out the one lying in the basket.
Okay, what do we got left here?
There's two front ones.
Just the two front,
Okay.
I think. Yep.
There's also one
I think
more
this one in the
front
very
crate,
back.
the very back,
Oh,
yeah,
Tall
okay.
one.
All right.
that very back corner on the port side.
Give me a challenge.
Okay, the oxygen is good here. So that's,
Okay, we should, so the first two cores are the priority, right?
Is that good there?
yep, it's good. Stop. Yep.
Taylor, and can you please confirm that sample number?
Yeah, that was sample number 066.
And the one going in is right now is
Stop.
067?
Yes, correct.
Cute.
No.
Now the one in the back.
Oops. Okay.
Yep, it's one of your favorite T-handles.
I don't mind the T-handles, it's just kind of tall back there.
Yeah.
Looks like it's okay. All right.
Oh my God, those rubber bands.
Yeah, rubber bands get amazingly strong at depth.
But I've never seen such strong ones.
But if you try them up on...
Whoop, no eels or whatever those are.
No cores of eels. How about over here?
Yep, it's good.
Oh, that little guy just crawled right on in there, though.
And
I was like putting out a
stop.
buffet for the eel.
Did he go down in the hole we made?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, look at
Yeah.
that. He did.
Hey,
Look
man.
at that. He's checking out the hole you made.
Thanks.
Oh my God.
He's like, this is amazing in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Nice, Bob.
Great.
Does that last core have to go in the quiver to write up?
If they want the sample or to clean it out, it's up to them.
If we have time to clean it out and collect it and put in the quiver, great.
Don't
If
really
not,
have
then
time. If we're gonna descend at the less than 15 meters per minute, we should head off the bottom.
yeah, we don't want to like jet to the surface. Otherwise, these cores will. There you go. Even if you got it, whoa.
Oh.
I need to get a straighter grab on it.
Oops.
Taylor, and that last sample was 068.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Okay. So if you can grab something, put it in the quiver, great.
All right.
If you can't, if it falls out, just put it in the quiver. I'd go deeper.
Good?
Yep, yep, it's good.
Zoom in.
Okay.
Okay, switch mode.
Yeah. Sample.
Tray out.
Sample tray out.
Look at that. I think you nailed it.
There. Sounds really hard. Ah.
Does it make it better? There's less glare.
Oh,
Ah.
Sorry. You didn't seem happy.
Right there. What's the time?
what?
How's our time?
We're gonna be late. But I don't want to add the pressure while you're trying to do this, so trying to hold my tongue.
We could put it in the starboard bio box.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time seeing which one is that going into?
Although if we go up at 30 meters per second, we will be on time
Per
to the
second?
surface. No, per meters. Oh, per second would be.
Light speed would already be there.
Which
Go
quiver
from
is that
suck
going into?
to
Can
blow.
anyone hear me?
I think this is not going to happen.
Yep, just
Okay.
Okay,
just
open the bin and I'll toss it in.
Okay. Sample tray out.
Okay, are we counting that as a sample teller in?
No.
If it's not going in there, no.
Okay.
So don't have to worry about that.
Am I going to be able to close it? Okay. Dive mode.
good job, Bob.
Okay. Are we coming out?
Yep.
I did hit dive mode, didn't I?